Chapter 37. Aziza sniffles as she holds herself, wandering through the new small town. She thinks of her parents, hoping for their return, but has yet to see them since the raid of monsters at Thedon. They stayed and fought to protect their home, their smiles suggesting a quick return, with her boarding the nearest ship to the town of Aliahan. Since then, no sign of anyone from the western land has entered through the archway of the isolated kingdom. Her eyes brim with tears, and she keeps her face in her arms, pushing herself forward as a pitiful distraction. A small child's shout fills the air. "Guys, someone new is in town." She peeks her head up to see 3 kids of the same age, wearing similar tunics looking at her. The one up front is the biggest by a couple years, with a black ponytail reaching the back of his neck, donning a green tunic coated in stains of mud. The other boy besides him is smaller and clean with short brown hair. His face is more timid as he shelters himself slightly behind the biggest kid. Lastly is the girl with long black hair, who is far smaller than both of them, closely following the tallest one. As the tallest steps forward, the other 2 must know of her defensive stance and the fear she holds, the young boy matching her energy as if he understands her pain. The tall kid smiles from cheek to cheek as she hides her face in fear of what he might do. She didn't get along with many people at home. In an approaching world of darkness, the children participated as pawns to serve their town. Aziza was more rebellious, drawing unwanted attention as she wanted more out of life than a role in an army, and her parents understood. Only they sought out joy for her, granting her, with what limited resources they had, a childhood to remember. "Did you move here? My name is Isamu. What's yours? Want to be friends?" She sniffs away the tears in her eyes as she can't answer all his questions. How can he be so happy? She pondered, gazing at the fortified walls of the town. The walls not only brought safety to their small piece of the world, but also ignorance. "Look what you did, Isamu," the girl by him yelled and pouted. "You made her cry." He flinches with a face like getting caught by a parent late at night. "I didn't mean to. I was trying to be nice." The other boy interjects between the 2 bickering amongst each other. His voice is calming like the ocean breeze. "It's because you're too loud. You screaming all the time always gets us in trouble." "Hey, I don't scream." A laugh erupts from the sad girl as she covers her mouth. The other kids back at home were taught to respect each other as their parents would. Such actions made the town feel like a lifeless machine spitting orders. But to see the 3 of them banter back and forth was refreshing, like breaking an annoying rule, holding the kids back from having fun or saying what was on their mind. Levity held her head high when deep in ruin. "Good job, Isamu," the boy congratulates. "For once, you being loud made something right." The smaller boy is formal as he places his hand to his chest and bows. "My name is Fedir, and she is Hotaru." Hotaru, with a cheesy grin, waves her hand with extreme speed like a pinwheel in the harsh wind. "My name is Aziza. I just got here and I don't know where my parents are." "You lost your parents? We have to find them," Isamu shouted. "Maybe Mom will know." "Where did you last see them?" Fedir asked, worried more than Isamu. "Thedon. I never heard of that store. Did they open that recently as well?" Fedir sighs. "No, Isamu. It's another town and it's far away from here. Do you even pay attention to what they teach us?" "Then where is it?" He shrugs. "I don't know." She laughs again, though it is brief. The way they speak makes it easy to talk. "My parents always told me Thedon was small, but monsters came from nowhere and I was on a boat for a few days." "Didn't Dad say something about that place?" Hotaru answered. "Dad said he was headed to a land far away for a short while. He mentioned something that needed to be fixed." By fixed, did he mean to go fight monsters? Maybe. He is the hero after all. When he gets back, we can ask him. He might know where your parents are too, Isamu said with a sign of hope. "Yeah, My dad has been all over the world, and he knows everyone. Her excitement doesn't end, however, as she jumps to the front. I know. Why don't we be a family? I want to be the mom. Isamu laughs. Okay, Fedir can be the dad since that's what he wants to be anyway, and me and Aziza are brother and sister. It's being a father, not a dad. They're different. Aziza laughs once more. I want to play. Great, we can set up our house at the church. He turns to the isolated white chapel near the moat of the castle. The outer pavement of stone is paved with purple flowers. We'd like to play over there, but only when studies are over. Rarely has she heard of playing within the town walls. Such actions were forbidden. But the idea of having friends treat her like family, even if it was pretend, was refreshing. She always wanted to pretend to be a parent like the people she admired most. Yet something in her told her something was wrong, like a gut feeling. The walls were more like a cage and the chapel was off. She recollects it strangely well enough to recall its entrance having more variety in its flowers as Fedir enjoyed bringing as many eyes to the chapel. Another thought crossed her mind. I don't remember playing the child. Wait, none of this is real. She stopped. Once the words were uttered from her lips, a horrifying silence overtook the land. Everything in the vibrant world was now still like a painting. What? The tallest kid muttered. Her stomach twists, and something about them is pulling her closer. Aziza must resist. Slowly she steps away from them, and a flash strikes in the clear day. For a brief moment, the children are revealed to be demonic monsters with the town destroyed and covered in toxic. She screams, not sure of what she truly saw. Stay back. Isamu's small arms grow in length, reaching the grass and curling around itself. His eyes hollow, sinking to the back of his head, and his neck elongates to the buildings. A disgruntled scream of malice and child innocence fuse together to create a monstrosity. The nightmarish creature crawls on its hands and feet, propelling towards her. From the black hole of its disjointed mouth with cage-like teeth is Isamu's call to come over. Each cry grows more monstrous. She runs away as fast as she can, but her feet are in place. No matter how fast she paces, no progress is made, and the horror quickly catches up, wailing her name with a child's demonic cry. It wraps its fleshy, tentacle-like arms around her body.
Aziza,
it wails, drawing her eyes to the dark hole in its face. In its depths is a black fire which produces a brutal heat, causing her to sweat. The entrance of the mouth is like a gate to the underworld. She screams as the steel teeth of the beast graze her head. Suddenly, as if the goddess herself heard her shrieks of anguish, a pillar of light strikes down the beast. It disappears in an instant, burning away the poison-covered streets. The remaining people of the town disappear in a flash of white, leaving her alone in the empty daylight streets. Aziza, a familiar voice calls. She turns around to the voice to find a swirling black hole at the entrance of town, not much different from the recent gates she saw. Fedir? The voice doesn't react. It keeps its same tone as it proceeds with its speech. It's Fedir. You are in a curse right now, and I have fed you an Yggdrasil leaf. I sense the evil swarming your heart has been cleansed. You should currently see a portal nearby. Is that really you? She called out, closing in on the portal. Don't be afraid of it. It's your only way out. Please trust me. I trust you, she answered, jumping in the portal, ready for whatever may come, whether in the arms of her friends or at the gates of the goddess's realm. A groan emits as her eyes open. It's blurry at first, but a strong light shines in her face. She looks up to see a masked man in bandages and glowing green hair looking down at her. As she gasps in shock, flicking her head back, a huge green dragon sits at the center of the large, empty, red-tiled room full of glimmering windows. She squirms and screams as she tries to escape the masked person's tight grasp. Aziza, calm down. It's me. She stops as the voice, though muffled, is the voice from before. What happened? Are we no longer among the living? Did that dragon kill me? I can't seem to remember. Fedir? Yes, it's me. I wish I could see you right now, but a lot has happened since you got cursed. He eases his grip, but once free, she lunges up, wrapping her arms around him, full of tears, falling to the ground with her. Please don't let this be a dream, she begged, hoping he wouldn't fade within her arms. Yet no matter how hard she squeezes, she knew he was real before her eyes. You came back. Everything was beautiful, but then you all turned into monsters and... I don't want to even think about it. It was Orochi's curse. It was slowly draining your life away through the cherished memories of your mind, waiting for an opportunity to strike. But you don't have to worry anymore. I swear you will never have to go through that again. Though I feared every second in that forest I wouldn't make it in time. But I couldn't bring myself to stop, not when the energy in your spirit was fighting back. I was told you wouldn't make it, but how did you fend off the curse? A smile of those joyous times struck her like a hammer to an anvil. The memories she holds are crystal clear. Do you remember when I first came to town? Of course. You were sad after leaving your home and family behind. She wipes the tears from her face, thankful to not have fabricated this moment in her life to hide the fears she held. I was the mom. She reels back, finally letting him go. What happened to you? It's all so much that I still don't fully believe, but to try and sum it up, I am a fairy. A fairy? Like the ones back in Nordvik? Yes. A repressed memory came to me. My mother was one, while my father frequented my original home. They fell in love and had me. Though their love was brief, something came after them and she was forced to leave as my dad held them off. I can't recall beyond that, but it's safe to say she had me placed at the hands of the church, hoping the goddess would be enough to save me from whatever came after us. At least that's what I choose to believe, but I fear other possibilities are more plausible. The dragon leans over. However, unlike the monsters they encounter, this dragon has a soft-spoken voice with pure, beautiful eyes. I assure you, Fedir, your parents did everything for the safety of their child, even if it meant throwing theirs away. Where are we, Fedir? Aziza asked. She believed in Fedir and tried to hold no fear of the dragon as he did. Still, it was hard considering monsters are the root of why the world is in chaos. He shakes his head. Sorry for the story. We are in the castle of the Dragon Queen of Yggdrasil Forest. It is far from civilization, a place where all creatures of nature, whether monster, animal, dwarf, or fairy, live together in harmony. As I entered the forest, she called to me knowing the situation I am in. I cannot thank her enough for the support she has provided me. Please, you treat me too well. I wish this was a selfless act. However, I have important information I must share with you. You seek to defeat Baramos, but there is more that lies beneath. Baramos is simply a facade. What do you mean? We were told once we defeat Baramos, the world would return to its normal state. The world will be saved. It would be easier to show you than explain. She tilts her large head and summons forth an orb similar to the 6 from before. However, this orb glimmers like the sun and reflects their faces like a mirror. Aziza grabs hold of it, staring deep at her reflection in the pristine glass. Gaze deeply, Aziza. What do you see? She stares into the large orb. It shines with a blinding light. As it flashes, her arms shake, her legs tremor, her lips quiver. An intense exhale escapes her, and she drops the orb and it rolls along the ground. Who did I just see? What is it? Fedir shouted. Where is Isamu and Hotaru? I don't know for certain, but they said they want to finish the fight with Baramos. We have to hurry, before it's too late. Take the orb with you, the Dragon Queen said. I unfortunately am not long for this world, but the Sphere of Light should aid you in finishing your mission. March onward, young heroes, and bring forth peace to the world. At the center of the room where she sits, around her beautiful shimmering green scales, A spotted eggshell of green and white entraps her. The room fills with silence. Only Aziza's footsteps echo in the hollow room as she heads for the large red door at the back. "I will tell you everything on the way there." "Okay," he answered, holding the shining orb in both hands. "Lead us then, and don't worry about me. I'm right behind you."